It is time for a new pack leak, December pack. This is going to be coming out this week as we're going to have a Friday stream for it with the $1,000 tournament qualifier using the unbans and the new pack. Hopefully the cards are unbanned that day and Konami does not debate me by delaying it for the end of December. That would not be cool. And with that said, are you ready? Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
This is it. I have a surprise boss monster being summoned in this replay, and you're going to be learning about the deck and how top tier it is and all that great stuff. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1 in the December pack, and I'll be unveiling the animation towards the end of this video. Boom! Oh my goodness gracious, the White Wood Forest is here. What the hell is going on? Ain't no way. Absolute insanity. Let's hop into this replay where I show you how to summon Dragoon with them, which you should be able to do this week. Are you ready? Let's go. Here's a random replay against a Mad Lad online. Let's start this off. We're going to get Fool Lost. Ain't no way I'm going to Ash negate, summon a Hug and Mate, but then we get negated. So now what do? The rule of Runic is you need 2 Runic spells, one to set up the field spell and the other to trigger the field spell, but now I only have 1 Runic card. So adding this, it's not going to be really doing much here, but I wanted to add it so I could add it back with Gary, just in case they have more disruption. I am now going to use the effect of the LZ. LZ's going to send a spell to the graveyard or a trap to then special summon herself and search your deck for a White Forest. We're now going to grab Sylvie. Sylvie of the White Forest is here. We're going to normal summon Sylvie, which will search for a White Forest spell or trap. Now, Tales of the White Forest can be discarded by a monster effect, and then that would be something like Huggin or this new one that's coming out. Ooh, oh my goodness, look at the feet. This will trigger the spell to reset itself back in the field, so it's really efficient. We're going to discard the Tales of the White Forest to grab the Woes of the White Forest with the same effect. If sent to the grave, we could reset it back in the field. Just wait. We're going to go into a Dragoon. We're now going to activate the Tales of the White Forest to grab the brand new Rusia. Rusia is special summonable if you control a White Forest on the field. So let's special summon her, and now we can use her effect to just draw a card. Discard the Woes, draw into a Runic card, triggering the Woes to send itself onto the field here, as we now make the new level 8 Synchro. If you synchro this using a tuner synchro, which could be a Coral Dragon, or using the White Forest synchro, this will crazy effect. You're going to target a spell trap card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So what this deck does, insanely toxic, it plays skill drain. It plays cards like there could be only one. You skill drain your opponent, and then you put the skill drain in the graveyard through her effect or her effect, and then you make your own plays, and then you summon her, add back the skill drain, add back whatever spell or trap in the grave that you want. It is super toxic, and I love it. We're going to add back. Now we got Runic Fountain, but wait, there's more. We're going to go into Dragoon. We're going to special summon a Hug in here, triggering the field spell. Add back, oh, skill drain. Huh, Muddy Mood Dragon is here. As we now activate Muddy Mood Dragon, we're now going to use the other effect in grave. It is going to be the Sylvie or the Rusia that could quick play during either player's turn. Return back a White Forest Synchro that's in the grave or on the field back to the extra deck to special summon, but then the monster you summon is negated. So let's say you activate an effect on field and you have an active skill drain. You could chain, return it back, and then that is going to be able to dodge the skill drain. So what are we summoning here? Reborn from the grave. Into an Albion the Branded Dragon. The Muddy Mood Dragon activates to fuse, and it's considered to be an Albaz. So with that, we now make the Albion, and we're going to banish to summon a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. What? Not only could we summon this on the very first turn, but we also have synergy with this. If we special summon any of the other White Forest girls during the opponent's turn, we will trigger this to add from the graveyard back to the hand, so we now have discard fodder with our Dragoon. If we wanted to, we could set our entire hand. If it were really good cards of that, we wouldn't want to discard. So there you go. Continually recycle this to get discarded. Set. Let's go. Let's see what's good. What are we playing against? I forgot. I don't even know what the heck this is. We now have Woes of the White Forest. This will special summon a monster from the deck, and then On resolution, perform an optional synchro summon. And with the higher chain link, we're going to be using the Runic Dispelling to give us a monster that we want to synchro with. So Hugin into the Sylvie, into the synchro. What is this? Silvera, Wolf Tamer of the White Forest on special summon. So it's not just a synchro summon. You can change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense. It also has this other effect that you're rarely going to use if you're playing it with Runic, where your Illusion and Spellcaster synchros gain 500, and if they attack a defense position monster, they don't just pierce, they double pierce. That is crazy. So let's flip that Mad Lad down, also triggering our field spell, also adding back the Alzette, which I told you, fuel for our Dragoon. And now they're going to keep on making plays, and then they're going to surrender. So you didn't even get to see the other play with this. If your opponent activates a card or effect, you can send a spell or trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard to then special summon a tuner synchro from your extra deck, which is another way to improperly summon the Silvera to trigger her effect to flip their entire field face down. Now let's get to the deck list. Is White Forest top tier? Well, it is top 5 in the OCG here on the tier list of the last month, 7,500 players plus. What about TCG? We are looking for the White Forest in the last month. It is right behind my head. So there you go. White Forest is there. We could do a broader search of, let's say, the last 3 months. Where's White Forest? White Forest, White Forest. There you go. It kind of went up by expanding to 3 months instead. Just understand that the meta in the TCG and OCG, they're a lot different. They have Fiendsmith. We do not have Fiendsmith. So let's see exactly how the deck is being played. Here is the White Forest deck type breakdown. I know the question. I know. The shrimp coming. I can't tell you. Okay, sorry. So that's why I was showing you Dragoon. And here is, now, is Dragoon mostly being used in the deck? No, it's not, but we're getting Dragoon, and we could have fun summoning Dragoon just like I did, all right? DK thinks Dragoon's the best. No, I don't. I was having fun, and but I will be playing it that way for fun. And you could also play it with Toy Box. Let's say you don't like Runic. Runic is cringe. You don't want that, right? I'm going to play with Runic probably, but let's see. We are going to see, so you could type not Runic. Do not show me Hugin, or what's a popular one? The Fountain. No Fountain in my deck. So here are non-Fountain decks. Looking like this, you could play with, how about no Fiendsmith also? Let's take that out. No Engraver, no Fountain. There you go. We got the Toy Box. Play with your toys. Let's go. Just like that, Toy Box, White Forest. Here's another one, Azamania. Oh, shoot. Let's type Azamina. Azamina, we don't want that either. Which one is the popular one? The Hollowed Azamina. There we go. Now, everything that's being played in these decks, we should have access to, and you can now copy all of it. Looking great. This is some good stuff if you do not want to play Runic. Otherwise, the Runic way is more popular. As you can see, the Silo Hat Rabbit is being used in this deck with the Azure Rune. We already have the Azure Rune. If you didn't notice that, that is already released in Master Duel. And we can also check out the OCG way to play. OCG, for some reason, they don't play Runic. I don't know if it's some honor system when they play in tournaments where they're not allowed to play Runic against each other. They just don't do it. It's wild. So these are the different ways that they are playing the deck. The deck breakdown's up there. Some smaller tournaments. Here's a 100-player tournament where got second place. Okay, Snake Eye with the White Forest. That's interesting. And what else here? 186 players, looking something like that. And now, what is the animation? The animation is going to Diabelle, Queen of the White Forest, will be animated. Let's go. She coming, she top tier. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I expect this deck to be really good. Here is a problem though. The problem is the Runic cards. You play 3 Destruction in TCG, limited to 1. You play Triple Tip, semi-limited. You play Curses, semi-limited. You play Double Fountain, 1. It's limited to 1, thus a Little Knight banishes it. How do we get it back? If we don't play Dissipator, which the majority do not play Dissipator, we don't have a way to get back the Fountain. So you either just play through a Little Knight banishing your Fountain, or you just end up playing Dissipator in your deck, and maybe that will be fine. So there you go. Have fun, and summon it with Dragoon if you want. If not, then, you know, White Forest. Let's go.